Hey everybody, I got a question for you. Does anybody know what weighs more, the Earth or the Sun? To be honest, I have no clue. But I do know the Sun looks pretty light. So there you have it. In all my videos throughout this year, I like to start them off with a joke. That one is absolutely awful, but what a great way to introduce myself. I am Mr. Zahn. I am going to be your teacher for either North Dakota Studies and World Geography, POD, or U.S. History. So, introduction to myself, I'm Mr. Zahn. I have been teaching at Beulah for 5 years now, in my 7th year total. I am originally from Wisconsin. I am a huge Packer fan, so if they lose, please don't rub it in my face and make fun of me when you do your daily contact. But there's me. I'm Mr. Zahn. I know it's a little bit different with the distance and not having the actual face-to-face conversation, but hopefully we get to know each other pretty well as we go through the entire year. So this video is going to serve as an introduction to myself and distance learning. So distance learning, talking about what the expectations are and just what everything is going to all entail. So all of our assignments are going to be posted on Google Classroom. That's going to be true for everybody who's in distance learning and anybody who is on site as well. So I'm trying this out. I'm trying to go as paperless as possible. I think technology is great. I'm very comfortable with technology and making these types of videos, but I think it's good that we start to practice using that technology instead of paper pencil, because really that's the way things are going to be going. So everything, your syllabus to your notes to your assignments, everything is going to be on Google Classroom. So make sure you have that downloaded on your iPad. Make sure you have Google Docs. Make sure you have Google Slides, Google Forms, all those types of things. Make sure you have those downloaded and ready to go. Now, for distance learning. All right, so it's going to be a little bit different than it was the way that we ended last semester. And it's going to be a little bit more rigorous, where it's going to be a lot more like what we're doing in person. So if you're distance learning, you are going to be doing the exact same thing that people in U.S. history are going to be doing in class. It's going to be different. It might be a little bit difficult at times, so if you got questions, just make sure to reach out to me. But I'll get to that here in a couple of minutes. Now, make sure you check in Google Classroom. Make sure you're checking for due dates. Now, every assignment, I am going to post a due date. Some assignments I do give 2 or 3 days because they are a little bit longer. If that's the case, just make sure that you're slowly plugging away at it every day and paying attention to those due dates. But everything is going to be on there, and everything is going to be the expectations that you're working on those just as you would be in a regular POD or North Dakota Studies. So check that. One thing that you do have to do this semester is daily interactions, and that can mean a couple of different things. So we'll talk, for example, in U.S. history. So in U.S. history, our notes are going to be all online, and our assignments are going to be online as well. Now, our daily interaction, or your daily interaction, can be turning in an assignment that's due August 28th. If you complete that on August 28th, that counts for your attendance. If I don't hear from you at all, from what I am told, I have to mark you absent. So make sure you're having some form of interaction, sending me an email, sending me a comment on Google Classroom. It can be you just saying, hey, I didn't get the assignment done, but I was working on it. Here's my name, and that counts for that daily interaction, because I do have to make sure that I am taking attendance, which is going to be a requirement. And then really that's the big thing, giving the big good effort. Students in my class, overwhelmingly, they pass. I know it's going to look like a lot of work at first, but I can tell you what I've done in this class has been tested for years and years and years. And as long as you give that good, honest effort, you are going to be just fine. So I know I went through it kind of quick, but for distance learners, this is going to be your first assignment, watching this video, and then I want you to send me a comment that you watched it and tell me what was your favorite part about summer. So that's your first test. Pretty easy. Just watch the video. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out to me. But the big thing is making sure that we have that daily interaction, making sure that you are commenting or emailing, and if you don't finish an assignment on time, I'm fine with that. Don't let it build up, but I think you'll see that I'm very easy to work with. We'll come up with some solution to help you out and to make things as easy as possible for you. So try not to be overwhelmed. I'm here to help you. Send me emails, send me comments on your assignments. I'll try to answer those as soon as possible. I always have my phone with me, so if you want to send me a message, I'll try to respond through email as fast as I possibly can. But this is going to be the expectations for distance learning. So, as I said, your first assignment, tell me what was your favorite part about summer. Send that in a comment, send it in an email, but that is going to be the first check to make sure that we're on the same page.